Hey guys, my name is Jason. I am the founder of Distress Loan Advisors. I help people through difficult SBA loan issues, including the offer and compromise, and that includes regular SBA loans as well as EIDL loans. Today, I want to give a little insight into the EIDL offer and compromise process. First, I just want to say, if you have an inclination to try to settle this, I would do it sooner than later for a couple of reasons. One, if you're in default, they're only going to give you so long before they close your file and send it to the Treasury. And once it goes to the Treasury, there's nothing that I can really do to help you. They're very, very, very difficult to settle. Most of them don't. So if you have an inclination to settle, you should do it sooner than later. Be proactive. Don't be like the countless people who call me after it goes to Treasury and tell me, oh, my attorney told me to wait and then I could settle for less, or, I just didn't want to deal with it, or, just don't stick your head in the sand. Don't avoid it, because waiting is going to torpedo your chances to settle. That's the first point. The second reason that you want to settle sooner than later is I see a tsunami coming, and it is a wave of applications for offer and compromise. And the reason I say that is that I have been incredibly busy with case evaluations, and I feel like that's probably indicative of what's to come. And so just to give you an example, I had 7 consultations today. And for those who don't know, I do charge a fee for those case evaluations. And so I have 7 people just today alone who are booking consults. And I would say half of them are seriously considering offering compromise. And so if you wait, even if you're current, but if you hold off on submitting an offer and compromise, chances are the wait time on these is going to get longer and longer and longer. We submitted the first one, since the application came out about a month ago, and we're still waiting on an answer. And so I think what's going to happen is, there's going to be more of these and more of these. And, just imagine the scene like when the DMV opens. As soon as they open the door, people come running in and the line just gets longer out the door and around the corner. I feel like that's what's going to happen with offer and compromise. So settle sooner than later. Keep in mind that most settlements require that the business be closed, that the business assets be liquidated, and then whatever settlement offer you're making is for the release of your personal guarantee, and it's got to be out of your own pocket. You can't use business cash, can't use business assets. Now, I just want to go over 2 pieces of, feedback that we got from SBA with the first offer and compromise that my client submitted. And this is kind of mundane stuff, but it kind of gives you a little insight into their frame of mind, which is they're more concerned with checking boxes than just taking an offer and making a decision. So first, we submitted an offer and they kicked it back and they said, oh, no, these have to be wet signatures. You can't electronically sign these. So in other words, my client just has a font where they can type their name and slap it on the signature thing, and the SBA said no good. So they forced my client to print out all the documents and then sign them and send them in. To me, that's like form over substance, because people signing electronic documents it's been around a long time. It's a legitimate way to do it. So, but anyway, can't fight City Hall on that one. And then the second thing that they kicked back is if you submit the offer, you have to give them every piece of the checklist, and if you don't include something, you have to explain why, even the optional stuff, because they also kicked it back on that, which I thought was ridiculous, because everything was optional, and if the person looking at it had any idea what they were looking at, they would have realized that none of this was applicable. With that said, it's highly likely that there's one person who's taking these packages and making sure that they're complete, and then someone else who actually understands them is going to review. But that's the tip of the iceberg, I think, because that's not even the hard part. That's not the difficult part. The difficult part is actually looking at the financial information, making a decision. So hopefully that's not a harbinger of things to come, but who knows. But I just wanted to pass along those little tidbits. If you're having trouble, I do offer 30-minute consultations, you can book it right through my website. That fee can be used towards my future services. So if you end up hiring me to help you with an offer in compromise, the fee for the case evaluation is applied as a credit for that. I will put a link to my website in the notes below to make it easy for you. And that's about it. I will check back in when I have additional information. Thanks for watching.